Scorpio, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-October 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in energy and see what's going on for the Scorpio gang here. My guides and spirit team, talk to us. What do you have for us Scorpios here as we move into mid-October? We're getting very close to Scorpio season, my friends. Let's see what's up. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. All right, so let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Scorpio as we are in mid-October. It's almost birthday time, my friends. Let's see what's up. All right, quick, very, very quick. There is something surrounding sleep or dreams here. The etheric energies are showing up heavily. And I don't just feel like this is imagination or just thoughts in general. There is something tied to the sleep state here in the front end when we have this card. Because you look at that imagery, it's very powerful, even though it's subtle. Now, before we really dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the October subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card. So we see our friend here in PJs with a sleep cap on. There's nonsensical things like dancing mice, and we have dream catchers and the beautiful etheric cloudy background happening right there. So I always think of the sleep state. So for some Scorpios, it could be a couple different things. Maybe some of us are having a bit of a rough time sleeping at night, a little bit of insomnia, maybe a lot of thinking at nighttime. This could represent someone we're connected to that's having a very difficult time sleeping and resting as well. But it is literally a card of the dream state. So for some of the Scorpios, maybe Spirit's trying to bring your attention to your dreams for whatever reason. So if you're seeing specific animals, different signs and synchronicities in the dream state, you might want to jot them down or do some research, right? Because you could be receiving signals through the dreams. If not, though, I always say this card can represent the need for rest and relaxation. So in the coming days and weeks, make sure you're getting proper sleep, proper rest and relaxation, because it could be very important when it shows up in the front end of a spread. And as I already said, since it has all that mental etheric energy, maybe you just have a lot on the mind when that card is here. But let's get into tarot now. I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. Let's see what we got for you. I'm going to get you 3 cards in the upright right now before we get into the intuitive juiciness. So shuffle it up here, my guides, talk to me. What do you got for Scorpio in mid-October? And while we get this deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading, because it was really, really good, believe it or not. It was titled A Massive Win, and it had me very skeptical for some reason, because a couple weeks ago we had a reading where there was like a karmic warning of some sort, and then last week's we had like the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups. It was like a dream spread. So I'm hoping a lot of us got some wins. I know I had a couple, but I'm hoping you did too, right? They all come in different shapes and sizes, but I'm going to hope that this energy still bleeds over. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to. So what's happening here for Scorpio, please? Quick. The cards are coming out so quick for Scorpio. Yeah, there's the Magician, very powerful here. I feel like there's some sort of link here with the Magician and the dream states that I was already picking up. Let's get a couple more. Very powerful energy right in the front end. Thank you. 7 Cups. I've been seeing this one too. Okay, now might be the time to manifest and create things, my friends, when we have these energies showing up in the front. Another dreamy, etheric type of card. It's going to be one of those. Let's get one more. Thank you. 8 of Pentacles, work, diligence, wanting to give your energy towards something here. So whereas this one is like the dream world, this one's the material world. We have lots of possible changes happening here, Scorpio. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. So at first glance here, I'm getting a lot of power showing up. As you can see, we have earth, we have water. When you mix those together, I always say there's a lot of potential. Those were the main elements we were seeing in last week's reading as well. So that could represent blessings and abundance and potential. We love that type of energy. We have the Magician, we have the etheric world, the imagination, and we have the material. So this could be separate areas of life, but I'm feeling a certain potential here, Scorpio. So let's go through one by one. and we'll see what's up. Position number 1, we have the Magician. This card sometimes gets misconstrued, gets a bad rep sometimes. I always say this card could represent manifesting and creation. Now, manifesting isn't just thinking about something. It's truly envisioning it and planning it, but making action towards it. And we see it here in the spread because we have the Magician, the manifesting, the thinking into the action. So you really might have some sort of creation on your hands, or the power is very magnetic here. The Magician, aside from that, could represent control. So trying to control your destiny, control your life, get a situation under control. We love the Magician. It's the master of all elements when we have it. So really nice. Aside from that, it could represent spirituality. The Magician shows up in ritual as well. So maybe there's some sort of ritual you're learning or getting into, okay? Like all sorts of spirituality, even spell work if we want to go the extreme, but we'll just leave that as it is. Position number 2, we have the 7 of Cups. Options, choices. This showed up in the Pisces reading as well, but on the back end. When we have this card, there might be a lot more choices and options than you think you have. Okay, you see this person, it's like they're picking from a menu of life, what they want, where they want to go. So when we have a card of manifesting, a card of picking from the menu of life into the action, I'm getting excited here, Scorpio. I'm getting excited for all of us because this is telling me that there's really potent manifesting energy afoot for us. Aside from that, this is a card that could represent daydreaming. So you might have someone or something on your mind quite a bit. Maybe someone has you on the mind when this shows up. There's just a lot of mental stuff happening here. But I don't feel like this is overflowing or overflooding the whole energy, even though we had this at the very beginning. Now we have this and we have the Magician. The fact that we have the 8 of Pentacles showing up in this spread as well kind of brings it back down to earth and makes it real. So I can't wait to clarify already, but we still need to explain that 8 of Pentacles. So moving over, we have the opposite of this energy, the 8 of Pentacles. This could represent literal work situations. So situations you're having with work or in regards to money could show up when we have the 8 of Pentacles. I think of this as diligence. This is a craftsman type of energy, someone that dedicates themselves to something and they're going to work and they're going to see it through and they're going to attain what they want one way or another. It's going to happen. They're going to get those results. I also think of like craftsmen and people trying to master their trade in one way or another. This is really nice. Now, there is a challenge with the 8 of Pentacles sometimes. It could represent somebody that's a bit of a workaholic, somebody that works a little too hard or a little too much and they don't pay attention to other things. But as I said, it could just be something simple as well. For a portion of you, maybe you're trying to manifest a new career or a new job. It could be so simple. But it can also be different because, as I said, I'm feeling like there's somebody possibly choosing off the menu of life. So a lot of you might need to hear that you have way more choices than you think, regardless of the situations you might be going through at work or in relationships or whatever it might be. It's like the world is your buffet. This is feeling really good. So Scorpio, I want to dive deeper. Let's jump right in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for the Scorpios. I like it. Right? And I promise I'm not being biased because I'm part of the collective. This is one of the better ones I've had this week. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's get in over here on the Magician. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Scorpio, you can drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. You know, there's many gifted readers that are Scorpios out there. So what's happening here with the Magician? Why is the Magician here? I mean, I feel like I'm already getting the gist. Maybe we'll just get a little more detail what the reading has for us. Yeah. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, that's good. That's coming out of a difficult time. That's coming out of a hard time. A lot of you could be dissatisfied with the way something is going right now, literally. Okay, so whether it is money related, because this is Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles in reverse is the best way we want to receive this card. So I am getting that with the Magician. Like a lot of you could be dissatisfied with a very specific situation or how it's going. It's like, yeah, no, this just isn't working for me, or how this is going, it can't be. It won't be. I refuse for it to be this way. So when I get the 5 of Pentacles in reverse underneath the Magician, it's someone saying, no, I'm going to make a change here. Okay, one way or another, whether I am manifesting it, using ritual or using manifesting or physical, I'm going to change this because I don't like this. This is a card that could sometimes represent loneliness, feeling thrown out in the cold, feeling isolated. So this just doesn't have to be about work. Maybe some of you feel like you've been in a time of isolation and you want more connection. Okay, maybe you're yearning for a very specific connection as well. But there is something about the current circumstances that's just not driving with your energy and what you want. And as I said, that's okay, because you can change it, because I was getting that vibe of like the buffet of life, the menu of life. Whatever you want to change, whatever you want to switch, you can. Like, it's showing up in the spread as well. So I'm liking this energy I'm feeling right here up front. Okay, if you don't like it, change it. Okay, do what you got to do, my friends. Let's move over to the Seven of Cups. I don't feel like I need to linger here too much. Okay, could represent a specific situation, of course. But let's see what that Seven of Cups has to say. Let's see, because maybe it could tell us about a choice or a path, or the most optimal path. So why is the Seven of Cups here? Thank you. Tower in reverse. Yeah, wanting some reliability. You might be in this time of life, or in this time, like, listen, I don't want people that are going to surprise me. I want to know what I'm getting into. The Tower in reverse tells me, like, listen, I've been through enough towers in my life. I've been through enough of this. I've been through enough unpredictability. I would rather have something that's much more predictable than not, right? And I know as a Scorpio myself, we're ruled by Mars. We could deal with unpredictable. We could deal with tower moments. I mean, we're one of the best signs at dealing with these towers. But for a lot of Scorpios, there is that urge where it's like, all right, well, yeah, I don't want to deal with them anymore. Like, I want something that's more predictable. I want something that's more stable, okay? And it feels good to me. Now, a really good thing that I could say about this Tower in reverse under the Seven of Cups, this could indicate that this is a good tower. So whatever it is that you might manifest in this time or start putting your energy or focus towards could manifest shockingly quick. So once again, this could be a shocking victory, a shocking win, something that you create, something that you want coming in way quicker than you think. Okay, so this is really good. I feel like those are the main messages. Either wanting stability or nothing with no surprises. I would say wanting reliable is the main thing. But this feels like, okay, whatever cup you choose from, whatever path you want is going to come in shockingly quick. I love it. So let's keep moving over to the Eight of Pentacles. I know I'm claiming this energy. You should too. But let's see what that Eight of Pentacles is about. Then we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow card. Notice that so far all the dark cards are upside down. That's how we want those cards, my friends. So let's see what that Eight of Pentacles has to say before we get into the recap and shadow card. King of Swords, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're going to commit yourself to something here. We have the King of Swords in the upright underneath this Eight of Pentacles, like taking something serious. Like, listen, once I choose what path I'm going to go down, I am locked in. I have the plan in my hands. I have the strategy to go. I have the grit to make it happen. When I see the King of Swords, yes, it is plan and strategy based, but it's serious, it's cerebral, it's logical, it's intelligent. And once again, it's committed and dedicated. And when I see it under a card like this Eight of Pentacles, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to get this going. I'm going to create this. I know what I want. I know how to get it. Once again, whatever this win or victory is that you're manifesting, whatever it is that you're creating, whether it is relationships, money, work, I feel you taking it very seriously. So once again, whereas we have this shocking win or victory, this one could be serious about it and wanting to maintain it. That's the vibe. It's like, all right, well, I got what I wanted, but now I'm going to maintain it. So it's not just a flash in the pan. Take it if it hits. Now, obviously, remember, this could be the energy of someone else you're connected to. We have air sign energy showing up here. Another thing, the Tower, that could be Scorpio energy as well. But I'm liking the energy here on the back end because it's like, okay, once I get it, I'm going to take it seriously. I'm not going to waste it. I'm not going to squander it. So let's go through and do a quick little recap here, Scorpio. Powerful stuff. Very powerful reading this week. Then we'll get into our shadow card. Position number one, we have the Magician with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. There might be a certain situation or something that's just not sitting right with you. You're not about it. And you might just be ready to make a change, a quick change. Like, okay, well, that's not working for whatever reason. Time to switch it up. Okay, like that's the vibe. And I see the manifesting and I see the effort being put into it. Whatever it is that you want to change or shift could happen in a very big way, a very powerful way, and fast. Because as we move over, and yeah, whether it's money, whether it's relationships or work, it's all there. It's all here. Position number 2, we have the 7 of Cups with the Tower in reverse. 2 main things. Maybe some of you are just longing for something reliable, tired of dealing with towers or unpredictable people, unpredictable things. Been there, done that type of energy. So some of you are like, listen, I just want reliable, right? Like I'm at that stage. I just want reliability. But know that whatever it is that you create, manifest, choose from this buffet of life could come in shockingly fast. So whether it's a shocking win or victory, it's showing up here. Claimable. On the back end, we have the 8 of Pentacles with the King of Swords in the upright. So if you're not dealing with an air sign, when you do get what you want, I see you continuing to pour energy into it. I see a lot of dedication. I see a lot of commitment here. And I don't see squandering. And that's something that I think Spirit sees and that you should like really reinforce is like, okay, well, when I get the chance or when I get what I want or when I make the change, I'm not going to squander it. I'm going to keep it moving. Okay, so this feels good. Please take a screenshot. Let's get a shadow card here. I would say this is very positive, even though it has like a couple of scary cards in there. Us Scorpios aren't scared of that energy, right? Let's get a shadow card here. See what's going on, my guides, please. What do we have in the shadows for Scorpio? And yes, my friends, if you've made it to this point in the video, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it down in the comments below. I'm always doing lots of bonus readings and things for my beautiful channel members there, so I'd love for you to join us if you'd like. No pressure. But let's get a shadow card out here. What do we got for Scorpio, please? Whether it's something within you, something you don't quite see, we have Justice, Libra energy showing up here. Lady Justice. So in this time, Scorpio, watch out for legal things, legal situations, of course. This could just be representing a Libra that you have a very close connection to. This could also link to the time of year we're in right now because it is Libra season. Okay, so just know the manifesting power is still like really heightened. The one thing I always say about Lady Justice is, yes, she can be choosing or deciding things as well, but this is the biggest karmic energy, and we did have the Tower in the spread as well. And that's something I've been seeing for you guys for like a while now. It's like that change of cycle, that change of life itself, the metamorphosis. And Lady Justice can represent that. It's all about trying to find balance in current situations, even if you want to make changes. Now, I do always say nothing in life is ever truly in a state of balance. We could try to get it there as close as we can. But when Lady Justice is here, if you're not linked to Libra, it does say, like, just try to keep it steady. Keep a steady mindset, keep a steady emotional level as well. But just watch out for karmic things. If there's a situation you're still holding on to or something that you've really dealt with that was difficult, Spirit might just be telling you, okay, that was a karmic test or a lesson, just something you needed to experience in this life. So Scorpio, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the October subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the September subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's fire and air readings. But for October, I'll be going back to one of the classics. I'll be giving away 2 copies of the Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of the most beautiful decks out there. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments if there's a zodiac sign that you clash with. If so, which signs do you kind of bump heads with? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of October, your name will be announced in the community tab, my friends. As always, much love, and I'll see you next time.